Yodel Odelehu, welcome to Tech Voodoo. I about tripped over a dog. Anyway, well, John's over there emptying his bladder. We picked up another project. Traded a off-road buggy I had, a rock crawler, Samurai. It was built up. Traded it for a project. Might not seem like the project was worth it to some of you, but we just got done going over it and seeing all what was what, but here she is. Basket case in a way. So 2008 RZR 800. What's wrong with it? It's missing some stuff back here. Well, at the moment it's in the back of the truck actually, but we just got done going over everything that was on it and looking to see if there's any aftermarket stuff. We did find out that it is S conversion. It's already been converted over to the S, so that's a big plus. The bad part of the thing was the guy kind of wrote it, put it away wet. Could have been taken care of, but doesn't seem like it. Here's all the parts we have to put together. We're gonna redo the transmission. This is how I picked it up. Torn apart. The issue the guy had with it was this. He rode a little clue close to the ocean, and Jaws got a hold of it. And there goes Jaws now. That's supposed to be pressed into there, and obviously it's not, and it is completely ate up. He decided to tear it apart and get the new part for it. I don't know what this part's called, but it's in here now. I was going over it, and it needs new bearings pretty bad, so I'm gonna order a bearing kit, get the transmission completely rebuilt with new bearings and everything, seal it all up, throw it in, throw everything else in that's been taken out. John's already up there ready to go. He's wanting to rip, roar, and jump this thing. We're going to try to jump it over the pond here.
Yeah, I'm going to jump it without a seat.
Hopefully there's not a rod sticking down there.
This is so uncomfortable right now. It's not even funny. I love these doors, though. These right here are good doors.
Yeah, I like these more than the other ones. The Tusk ones, they were well-made doors. These are...
The ones that we had on our other RZR were Tusks. And they're really good doors, but they open suicide. And the one thing that I really like about the YXZ is the fact the doors open normal. That's the same thing with these guys right here. They just got a simple latch system here, and just open straight up. Plus, you still have your protection up front here. So,
yep. A little painted over. It's hard to see. What is that? 50. Carlicker Racing? I don't know. I can't read. I'm dyslexic. If that's what that means, I don't know. But
something like that.
Anyway, got some big horns on him.
Pretty decent shape.
Pretty decent shape. We are a little confused right now on what shocks this has on it. They are Polaris. Obviously, they're off something else. They might be the S. I don't know, but that double turnbuckle dealy there.
Because I thought for sure the S always came. I thought the S came with factory
Fox
shocks on it, if I remember correctly. But one of the things we are going to do, like I was saying to him, we're probably going to take the header off and probably make our own little header here, just to get rid of the small crap manifold, which
small snorkel easy. Restriction,
right? But
hard to exhale.
I mean, other than that, we probably not going to do too much more. It's an 800.
Yep. As long as the engine runs good, we're going to run the engine that's in it. Not really do much to it. Obviously, we're just going to pull it off when we do the exhaust, build a header for it, and just clean up the ports a little bit while it's sitting there.
Glass it over.
So that way, help it breathe a little bit better. Well, exhale a little bit better. But if there's an issue with the engine, probably going to be either looking at a rebuild
1000.
or a GSXR 1000 or whatever sport bike I can pick up that is cheap enough. Yeah. It's got the upper, what do you call this, John? I don't remember what you said.
It's
upper
just a lift bracket.
Upper lift bracket.
Or shock relocation bracket.
Yeah, shock relocation bracket.
So you got you got two settings, so here and here. So yep. The geometry is actually in pretty good shape where it sits now. Taking the factory radiator, we're just going to throw it in the back. We're just using the same factory radiator, but
relocate it, let it be cool a little better, put it in the back. Probably be videos on how to change the wheel bearings, which there's probably thousands of videos already because this is a 2008. But
there's no videos on our channel.
Yep, but we have no videos on it, so there will be. And be a video on putting the transmission all together and where all the parts go and everything. I do have a set of RZR seats instead of these seats that we're going to throw in it.
You have a set of
new seats off of 2000
RZR seats for my RZR seats.
Got off of 2000, I think 17, I think it is.
Yeah, they're really nice. I got them inside Brutus. So.
But this will be everything that will be going back into it. We're gonna somehow retrofit this. No, I'm just kidding. Fit that in there. But somehow this is gonna
put the pulse hole
pulse hole digger in there. Everybody carries around an army shovel, but the pulse hole digger that's broken is a lot better to use. Also found out had aftermarket sway bar links right there.
I got a set of front aftermarket sway bar links. Don't know the company, but I mean those compared to these,
a lot stouter.
So, and I told him, let's just throw the sway bar links on there, adjust them, because what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to get this thing dialed in so it puts down a good lap time on the gauntlet out here. So gonna refresh the racetrack, but essentially we're gonna be making a gauntlet for my property, and we'll start setting lap times on all these machines.
And once it's all together and we get bare bones together, which I don't know if we've explained that yet, picked up two tube chassis, side-by-side chassis for building. One's going to be bare bones. We're going to try to retrofit in a Honda Civic engine. We don't know exactly what we're going with yet. Engine and transmission, transverse engine, setting it in the back, running the CV shafts to the rear, into the front. Still trying to put a build together for that, of what we're going to use for diffs. And we're going to try to do a little something different with the wheel bearings if I can get the right CV shafts or get CV shaft spline adapters made. If it all comes out and comes together, that'll be the same thing on, we don't have a name for him yet.
No, I've just
big bad mother.
I've just kind of been calling it the big dog, just because that's it's just a different name rather than bare bones. Bare bones just kind of stuck with the first frame build, just because of the simple fact that we're trying to do.
That was Sam Squatch back there.
Yeah, my daughter sounded like Sasquatch back there. But anywho, and then I got my dog. She's coming up here, snorting cocaine.
There goes Sam Squatch again.
But anywho, the whole build, the whole reason behind bare bones is to make it as simple as possible. There's not very many videos out there of just a simple and easy build.
Simple, easy, budget build.
Exactly.
Budget build that you can go to the scrapyard, and junkyard and scrapyard,
and essentially pick up almost everything.
Yeah, almost everything except for a chassis. You want a good chassis. You don't want to go throw something together like made of this stuff here and roll with it, because it's not safe.
We're still trying to figure out differentials, but that isn't too bad. Like I said, the factory RZR diffs, the 800 diffs, are pretty stout for what they are, and that's simply just flipping it. So for the most part, and then just re-drilling and tapping for a vent and a drain. But and so we still got to figure out differentials, but for the most part, we kind of got an engine thought out, and that's simply just, I mean, since it's a Honda, the transmission, you could probably buy a locker for it rather than weld it. You can buy a lunchbox locker, most likely.
Possibly, yeah.
So
there'll be a video on that. There'll be a video on this 08. There'll be a video on everything. Now, obviously, it'll take some time to get all these together. Then will be a video of us going to different parks and hopefully all around the United States, riding and doing, well, me probably doing some stupid stuff.
Don't count on that. You talked me into a lot of stupid stuff.
Old famous phrase, and everybody would always turn their cameras on when it happened, was "I'm gonna go one more time" or once more.
Yep.
And it would usually be in a disaster, because that once more I usually pushed it way too far, and I'd get hurt or I'd break something severely. Not just, I mean, it would be destroyed. So.
That's a brave dog.
Yes, it is. But so keep in tune for builds on this, riding on this.
We gotta think of a name for this guy right here.
I don't like red. Not the name red. I don't like red color in general. Red Foreman is an idol.
What about scrap pile?
Scrap pile. Scraps.
There you go.
Scraps.
Scrappy.
So, scrappy or scraps. So stay tuned.